Are you ready for the Airsoft Meetup? Sounds good, sounds good. So please take a seat, we're about to start. This is the 8th edition of the Airsoft Meetup. We've got something special in mind. But first of all, we have 2 live streams up and running. So also the audience at home, thanks for watching. And we're about to start. Before we start, of course, we thank our sponsors who made this possible. RedWolf Airsoft, Airsoft Innovations, Gunfire, G&G Armament, and Titan Power. Give them a round of applause. And this will be the schedule for today. It's quite a busy program, so that's why I'm talking a bit fast. We start out with RWA Airsoft, really interesting topics, some interesting guests as well. We'll continue with Gunfire, Titan Power, G&G Armament. And in the middle we have a community panel discussion, like we had last year. I thought it was really interesting. So we added another one. It's an industry panel discussion. People from the industry will talk about several topics. It's the same format as last year. At the end, of course, we'll end with the Airsoft Awards, the popular Airsoft Awards. We'll hand out every award to the winners that are available. And at the end, we'll move on towards the RedWolf party at the booth. So welcome everybody. Okay, about to start. Max, could you join us on stage?
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming. Once again, it's so nice seeing so many familiar faces. It just always brings a smile to all of us. Before we start, we just want to say a big thanks to the organizers for the event, so give them a big round of applause. Thank you. For those of you guys who don't know, we're situated in Hall 8 this time. Just like last year. If you guys want to find us, if you go to Hall 7 all the way to the end, a little bit past the new pro booth, keep going straight and you'll find us in the middle of the hall. We're booth number 312, sorry. And without further ado, I would like to introduce my colleague, my good friend Max, aka Gambit, show you guys some of the cool product lineup that we have for you guys this year. And if you guys want to see any of this, that's where you need to go. Max, take it away.
Thank you, Mark. So last year, we debuted a prototype pistol known as Agent 1. For some of you who don't know, the real steal of this pistol is actually a joint collaboration between 2 of the biggest names in the industry, Nighthawk and Agent C Arms. So this pistol, real pistol, only 50 pieces has ever been made. We're making the Airsoft variant, and similar to the real pistol, only 100 pieces will ever be made, and it will come in CNC aluminum, stainless steel outer barrel, and it will work on a Marck MEU system. Of course, at the end, it will come with also a unique Cerakote brush finish. Now, the response of this product has been very strong. Right now, we've only announced that we will be coming with this pistol, and over half has been spoken of. So for those of you who are interested, please feel free to stop by our booth and talk to us about this pistol. Now, last year we debuted a prototype of Agent 1, and this year we're also debuting another prototype, and that is Agent 2. And there's no better way to introduce this product than actually inviting the COO of Nighthawk Customs, Nelson Davis, to tell you about the philosophy of this pistol and the company behind it. So please give a round of applause to Nelson Davis to come up stage.
Thank you, Max. Mark, thank you. Hey everybody, this is a new crowd for me, so I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having us. Max, you're doing good, so keep it up. So this was a little bit of a kind of thrown on me, and Max basically said, hey, what's really important to the Airsoft community is that you explain to them how similar our products are to the actual models and what you're doing in the gun community. It's really a fun thing for us. Max and I have worked together for, what, 2 years now?
Yes.
been working together for a couple years at least. He's been able to know what's going on and what we've been doing with Agency Arms. It's been one of the most fun things that we've gotten to be involved in, just to be different and new in the industry. So the gun community is always looking for ways to innovate, ways to freshen up products, drive things in new directions, and that's what we did with Agency Arms. It was something that 1911s, the pistols themselves they've been around for a long time, and so we said, let's take one of the gun companies out there that's really innovating and really doing things differently, new and cool, and work with them to do that. So that's what we did. We went to the drawing board. Max talked about the Agent 1, and that was kind of our first foray into working with a collaboration partner in the gun world. Turned out really well, very successful partnership. And so with the Agent 2, we brought that to market for everyone. We looked at the pistol from the very beginning as a project that we were going to start with a blank slate. We wanted to not cut any corners. We didn't want to use any of the parts we're used to using. We didn't want to take any shortcuts. We said, let's design this pistol to be absolutely the coolest 1911 pistol on the market. The pistol was released at SHOT 2018, so a little over a year ago, and it's been by far the most successful product launch Nighthawk's ever had. We've had more sales than we can possibly make. It's been a great thing for us, and I think that what you're going to see is that happens to RedWolf in the airsoft community as well, because the pistol is really, really cool. And one thing that's been really amazing is the RedWolf guys have designed this pistol to look exactly like the real thing. It's Marck Stone, our owner, he's actually come by the booth and he said, wow, you guys did an amazing job, and really we did, or RedWolf did. We got together, we worked on the CAD. I don't know exactly what all went into your side and how to do it, but what I can tell you is even down to the fine details. You know, one of the things Nighthawk Custom does with our pistols is we put a lot of bevels on, we blend out all the corners and make sure there's no sharp edges, and RedWolf guys have done all of that and more on this pistol. Like I said, the little details, the trigger, the bushing, it's really amazing what can be done. And for some guys from Arkansas in the U.S., it's really amazing to see what technology can do and what's happened. So I think that was the main thing that Max wanted from me, was to basically impart on everyone here that they have recreated what we did on their airsoft pistol, and I can say 100% they did an outstanding job. I know these pistols better than probably anybody, and the airsoft version is better than I could have ever expected. Is there anything else you need from me? No. All right.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. So next up is the workhorse of the family. So we've talked about all the high-end one, and now we also have the workhorse, and that is the Nighthawk Custom Warhawk. Now, a couple years ago, we released a CNC steel GRP that features a hardkick system that we developed. So what the hardkick system really is based on a Marui MU system, but we tweaked the internals a bit so it kicks harder than pretty much almost any Airsoft 1911s out there. And we migrated that system into this pistol, and featuring actually a tri-cut top, so it's more futuristic and angular design, and also comes with a fiber front and hook rear for one-handed manipulation. This gun, because it's based on a Marui system, you will know that the magazine can take not only Marui MEU mag, but also a CO2 mag. So I would probably say it's probably the world's first dual system Marui spec pistol out there in the market. Now, we're expecting this to be available around September time, and the retail price should be around $150 US to $180 US. Then next, another joint project between two licenses. This time is from Battle Arms Development and Fortis Manufacturing. Battle Arms Development has been a pioneer in designing modern and revolutionary AR accessories, and Fortis Manufacturing is probably the best AR rails designers in the world so far. And with that, we have launched a gas blowback rifle that features all of the things that are actually implemented to the real AR. The Fortis switch rail, which is this one, and also the receiver, grip, selector, and butt stop are all the ones that are from Firearms Development. This will be coming in with Marck MWS system, so you know it's a performer, and it will offer that in a 14.5 barrel length as well as 7-inch barrel length. Now, other than these two models, we actually have a special model at our booth that was actually designed and made by Firearms Development. So it will be an honor for us to actually invite the CEO of Firearms Development, George Huang, to tell you a little bit about his company and what we did with our joint project. So please give a round of applause to Mr. Huang.
Thank you, Mac. Thank you, everyone. It's an honor to be here. I wanted to thank everyone for having me at this event. We are very excited about introducing this, what we call it, a tanker rifle. We also have a sister or brother accessory to this. It's a monolithic version. It's called a paratrooper. The idea is to marry a old school look and feel with a modern weapon platform. So we actually did this, I believe, 2 or 3 years ago at SHOT Show as a demonstration capabilities rifle, and it became viral on the internet and became so popular that we decided to make it into a standard model for us. So what we have here is the tanker version that we modified from the Airsoft, I believe this is the gas system. Okay, so we got this right before SHOT Show, and we decided to upgrade the rifle with real French walnut furniture, as well as a new rigid rail system. And we also did an in-house custom Cerakote, well actually it's a refinishing custom finish that we add to it that is to mimic the World War II Parkerized green steel look of an M1 Garand, a Marck carbine. And so that's what we've done with this particular platform. We didn't get to bring the matching wood case and everything to kind of get the total feel. So a little bit about my background. This is our 10th year in business. We started as a small firearms components manufacturer. It started as a hobby because I was an architectural engineer in the industry, a totally different industry for many years, building theme parks for Disney, Universal, creating special effects, and then I started building casinos in Vegas and around the world in Macau. And this was a hobby. After 9/11, I started collecting firearms, and one thing led to another. You know, I started building firearm components, and fast forward 10 years later, Battle Arms is where we are today, and I'm very excited to work with RWA and RedWolf Airsoft to come up with these new products to the Air Force Airsoft community. And you know, we appreciate you guys having me here today. So this is one of the most popular models at the moment, we also have a more modern version of this, carbon fiber. But I think this would be released as a special edition, built to order edition. So, thank you so much.
Just a little fun fact about this rifle. Anyone here follow The Punisher from Netflix? Yeah? Yeah? Season 2, episode 13, Frank Castle, The Standoff. This is the exact rifle that he's running. So for those who didn't watch it, check it out. So we've been talking a lot about gas blowbacks in the past, and we're happy to announce to all our friends that are living in Dakota country that can run gas blowback, we will be releasing an AG version. And we're super excited to tell you guys there's actually a working prototype right now at our private shooting range at Hall 8. So for those who wants to check out this particular rifle in AG form, please stop by our booth and try to test it out. So we've recently been partnering with a Hong Kong company known as Shoguns, and Shoguns is known for making a bespoke one-off piece airsoft guns in the market. And we thought, you know, we could do something special since this year is our 20th anniversary. The Lee Enfield, RWA Lee Enfield. We have released it last year, and the prototype has been out, several years ago. Some of you have seen it already, and we thought, why not do something with it? And if you've stopped our booth, you notice that we have several very interesting variants out there, but one of which that I'd like to highlight is for all my friends that are Star Wars fans. You may recognize this piece. This is Jawa's Ion Blaster. It's built based on the RWA Enfield, and I'd like to tell you guys that this is actually a working display piece. So there's inner barrel, and then I would like to invite you guys to go to our booth and try and shoot it, because it sounds amazing. So other than the Lee Enfield project, we also tried to do something with the M1919. We've released it, I think, 2 years ago, and we thought, what are the most iconic thing that can you do to an M1919? And we thought, anyone here Terminator fans? The whole series? Yeah? Terminator 3? Right, the scene where Arnold Schwarzenegger is carrying a coffin and then one hand wheeling the M1919. We've rebuilt that model, and personally I actually like the drum mag a lot more than the box mag, because everything makes a lot more sense, and it's just easier to actually maneuver without having the chain of airsoft, chain of ammo slinging to it. And this, we would actually like to invite you all to stop our booth and carry this and take a picture with it. You can actually carry it the way he does. So if you guys do, please feel free to take pictures, post on social media, and please be sure to tag us. We would love to share your picture. And last one, RKG and AEG. We have released this pistol, AEG, a while back, and it's a classic gangster gun. And we thought, since our company culture, we're based in Hong Kong, but we work very internationally, we have a very East meets West culture in our company. So we thought, why not add an Oriental twist to this project? And then we have the porcelain edition. The artist took a lot of time to design the concept of this, and of course you're not going to play with this on the field, but it is actually an art piece, and our goal is actually to highlight our company culture's East meets West. So we would like to invite you guys to come take a picture with it as well. So there's no secret that we work very closely to a firearm company called Agency Arms. In the past years, we've been launching slide sets, upgrade parts from this brand. And last year, our biggest launch is this, and that is called the Project Knock. So it is a CNC aluminum slide set with lights internal, so it cycles super fast. The barrel is made of stainless steel, CNC stainless steel, and coated with titanium nitride finish. And obviously the front is also running the MMP fiber front. This is probably one of the very few sight tracking package that the community has, that's available right now in the market. So for those who haven't got one, I'd be interested to carry some of these, please feel free to stop our booth and talk to our staff. And here's a new announcement. We are actually working with a Cerakote company called Hillbilly 223. Cerakote has been a big thing for airsoft. Everyone knows about it, everyone likes it, but it's very rare that we actually have a registered Cerakote company to come and work with us. So some of you who don't know who Hillbilly 223 is, they are actually the official Cerakote applicator for some of the big names in the firearms. Firearms development, Nighthawk Customs, Primary Weapon System, Aero Precision, just to name a few. The artists of Hillbilly 223 flew to our headquarters and trained all our applicators just so that we can offer the same service that they offer to Real Firearms to you guys. And over here, you can see some of our work that's done by us. And on top left, you can see that 2 GRPs with the Patriot Cerakote on it. That was featured on the Cerakote official IG. And this service not only just offered to airsoft guns, we also offer this service to anything else. As you can see, we took some of the Avatar grenade skins and added a little twist to it. Kelly, where are you? Yeah, recognize this? And to sum it all up, we're super honored to be working with a lot of the big names in the industry. Nighthawk Customs, Agency Arms, Firearms Development, Force Manufacturing, Sensor Manufacturing, Production Machine Tools, SPS as well as the loan distribution, and granting us the ability to give you guys one of the most authentic airsoft replicas in the market. And there are a lot more licenses that we will be getting, but we will announce them when the time comes. And for closing comments, I would like to invite Mark to take it away.
Everybody give him a hand. On behalf of the team and RedWolf, we just want to thank you, and of course the audience, for voting us once again the best retailer in Asia for 9 years in a row. This is very humbling, and it's not an easy thing to do by any stretch of the imagination, so again, from the bottom of our heart, thank you. And once again, we also want to thank you guys for voting us best video of the year. Everybody at the team worked really hard to make sure this video got done and got done well with the best execution that we learned how to do. So big shout out to Tim, our producer Tosin. Max, of course, was in it. Thank you. And of course, and all of you guys for supporting our video and letting us win this award. It means a lot to us. So from the bottom of our hearts, we want to thank you. And as a token of our appreciation, we want to invite you guys to celebrate our big day, our 20th anniversary at our booth in Hall 8. Remember, booth 312, right after this. Just want to share the love with you guys. Thank you for having us, and we'll catch you guys soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Next up, gunfire.